What's something you never told your mom?
That I flew to Green Bay to see an NFL player, and she thought I was going to see my guy best friend.
He flew you out?
Yes.
What happened when he flew you out?
We just had dinner. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, and I went home because I didn't like him anymore.
Valid.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
If you want to be a part of my life, you're gonna have to fucking prove it to me now. Nobody gets a fucking free pass anymore. You want my trust? Earn it. You want my respect? Fucking earn it. You want my fucking love and time and energy? Fucking earn it.
Am I a whore? I don't give a fuck.
Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
I don't want this one. I don't want. Send another one, please.
Everyone is like, she's gonna fall in love with Chad. Who names their kid Chad? I did fall in love with myself. Duh.
So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage. There was just something that did not connect. I felt that there should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement. And it was so difficult because he was a good man. It's easy when a person is not good. You can justify why you cut things off. But when a person is truly a good person, it's hard to explain. So I found myself trying to explain it to family and friends, and they were asking me a whole bunch of questions that, I could not say, exactly why, other than the fact that I just did not feel the connection. There was something that was not there that I needed to be there in order for this to be my husband. And so I stopped trying to explain it, and I just trusted my decision, and I went on. But then I got an epiphany, and it was just like, have you ever been shoe shopping? And you saw a nice pair of shoes and it's like, ooh, I love the color. I love the style. The heel is the right size and it's a reasonable price. Like it's on sale and it's a good shoe. But then when you approach the shoe, you see that it's a size 6 and you need a size 7. Does it take away from the fact that the shoe is a good shoe? Does it take away from the fact that you're getting a great deal for the quality? Does it take away from the fact that the heel is still the right size? It doesn't matter. All of that still makes the shoe is still good. But if it's not your size.
That thing that was missing was probably the bedroom performance, because I think the shoe analogy meant he wasn't big enough downstairs, if you know what I mean. These females have been blown so much that even the man of their dreams whose average sized can't compare to the $1-foot-long Pookie and Ray Ray have. You know, the ex-felon who's on probation in a halfway house. And that's what today's video is about. It's about these extremely high standards women in the West have. And we will be looking at a post from a dating coach named April Mason. She's a bougie plus-size lady double post wall. Gotta give her credit. She looks better than most women her age. And in 2021, she made a post on IG telling the world that she quit being a dating coach because of modern women's super high standards. So, let's get balls deep into it. Before we get deeper into this video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Nagel, who shared, how can a man go to jail for 5 years, not paying child support, then to find out he's not the father, and the scumbag woman knows who the real father is? She should be locked up for 20 years, shake my head. Ain't that a mother effing fact? So please, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. Could be the funniest, or the most liked, or just one that moved me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you could be tomorrow's winner. So be sure to hit that like and sub button as the support helps out the channel so much y'all. So now, let's get right back into the video.
Embrace your masculinity.
After 10 plus years of helping women in this area, it's time to move on. I have had dozens of success stories from women who are now married, engaged, or dating high caliber men. My track record speaks for itself. Dozens out of 10 years doesn't sound like success. A dozen is 12. So multiple of that, which is dozens, can be anywhere from 24 to 120 at the most, if we're generous. With a decade, you'd expect hundreds of success stories, and she'd say hundreds if she had that type of success. Because let's just say she did manage to get around 100 successful relationships, that's 10 per year, which is almost 1 per month. Doesn't sound like she's quote-unquote as successful even as the best case scenario, because true success for a woman is to be married, to get an ultimate commitment from a man, especially a high-value man. And she said engaged or dating, which means the commitment can be reneged. That was temporary success for these females. I guess it's success that she gave them a shot with a high-value man. They just dropped the ball because they're modern women. Back to her post. However, the majority that comes to me have unrealistic expectations, the selfishness, fake everything. Let's stop there. Think of all the qualities these modern women have that they want in a man that's not fake, like him being 6 feet tall or over, earn 6 figures, have muscles, is charming, etc. While women today wear fake-up, also known as makeup, fake eyelashes, spandex to give them a better shape like to hide their beer gut, many get BBLs, which means a Brazilian butt lift, liposuction, and other surgeries to make them look better. They're maxing out the credit cards to look like they're living a high-value lifestyle, or using their box as an ATM for those benefits, and the list goes on. And ironically, the more fake a thought is, the more she complains about how men are fake, or broke, or short, or liars.
Women be like, he needs to make 6 figures, be God-fearing, and faithful. Do you know what it means to be a feminine woman? Do you know how to speak to the depths of his imagination until it reaches down to the pit of his soul? What else do you have to offer?
Continuing with the article. Think they should be chosen because they have a vag and good looks. The entitlement, just mean. Yep, many think all they should do is show up and experience a 5-star hotel lifestyle treatment. This is why they want an already made rich man and not build anything with someone. Because they don't want to cook and clean or provide any part of the traditional wife equation for that high-earning handsome man. Oh, excuse me, high-earning, tall, handsome man. They want to be a trophy wife while 99% of these broads aren't good looking enough or too old to be a trophy wife. They can be a trophy wife for a crypt keeper that's 80 years old who needs Viagra, but that's about it.
Hey ladies, April Mason here, your favorite feminine lifestyle strategist and mind transformation coach. Listen, got a question to ask you. What type of prize are you? Women are often taught from little girls that we are the prize, and I don't dispute that. But what I will say is there's different level to prizes, and prizes are not all created equal. You see, when you go to the amusement park, you can go and you can play these games and you can win small, big, and larger and jumbo prizes. Which one are you? You see, it's easy to be a regular prize, but have you become the jumbo prize? See, the big bear isn't over there doing anything. It's not auditioning. It's not trying to prove its worth. However, the person playing to win that prize, that it takes 4 or 5 people to help them walk that prize to the car, it sees the value in that big prize, right? So it's going to put its time, effort, invest finances, and attention to win that prize. So my question to you, sis, is what level of prize are you? Are you the prize that can be won with just a little bit of effort and, oh, now you have the little stuffed animal star? Or have you done the inner work to become the feminine woman that is just being? She's not doing anything, but she's just being. And the person playing for the prize sees its value and will do whatever it has to do to win it.
Back to the post. Not knowing the difference between being a woman and a wise woman and will fight you to be strong, not knowing how to be versus do. Thinking being a feminine woman is weak or a pick-me, whatever that is. So she's saying they're too masculine, especially black women who are the poster child for the modern woman. And I never understood why being a quote-unquote pick-me is bad, because all these females are trying to be picked by the top percentile men. It might mean in an ego sense that they want a high-value man to pick them without them fighting for his attention. As in, they're so incredible that some high-value man is blinded by their presences and almost marries them on the spot. like sweeps them off their feet. And that's one of the biggest illusions. A man who is high value and is physically attractive to the ladies doesn't need to chase anyone, because so many women are chasing him. It's like having the minimum wage skills and expecting a Fortune 500 company to actively try to recruit you for a six-figure position when they'll get thousands of resumes from a Craigslist posting from more qualified candidates. So, a high-value man that's good with women is seeing multiple women at once, especially today when women drop their panties as easily as ever for Chads and Tyrones. Majority of men don't want to date a female who acts like a man. Just like most women don't want to sleep with weak beta males, but these Decepticons will date them all the time for the free relationship benefits.
Somebody says how to manipulate, but see, I hear that quite a bit from women. One of my ladies in Atlanta, I had one of my beauty appointments yesterday, and she said, "Is that manipulation?" I said, "It's a shame that women don't understand the gift that God gave them to use with men, and the gift that God gave men to use with women. We've gotten so far from understanding what we are that we label it as manipulation. And it's crazy. Now, can people use it to manipulate? Yes. But the very thing that men desire is what we are. So because I use what I am to you, am I manipulating you because what I am to you causes you to want to give me everything? Am I manipulating you, or am I feeding your need to have my femininity?
You dropping nuggets tonight.
So women don't understand that because they've gotten so far away from it. It's like, it's manipulation. No, he needs my femininity to thrive. Why do you think men go to the strip club? It ain't for no TNA. It's because the feminine energy lives there. Even if they got to pay for it, they will go there. Men will go to the strip club and sit there and have business meetings. Why? Because the feminine energy is creative.
Yeah.
They're expanding their portfolios just being around this creative energy. Whether they give a girl a $10 tip or a dollar tip or nothing, they just sit there and have their wings. But women have gotten so far away from what they are that just being that, it's like, oh no, that's manipulation. And then you wonder why ain't nobody asking you out.
Placing the blame and not taking responsibility or accountability for the choices they made in men. Yep, as Kevin Samuels used to say, accountability is the modern woman's kryptonite. And it sounds like she's noticing that these chicks let the Pookies and Ray Rays hit for free, but now expect the best men to pay the full price. Their standards should have been super high from day one when they were virgins, especially when their SMV was the highest it ever was. But they probably didn't have a father to set those standards, so by the time they turned 18, they were already sleeping around.
Listen, Mo, if I choose a man, I would have vetted him so well that I can surrender to his leadership because I chose him. So anytime I write on social media about doing something nice for a man in your life, or if I comment and say, I share something and say, oh, she did something wonderful for her man, the first thing is, what he doing for her? If she chose him, don't you think she would have chose somebody that's doing something for her? It's like women don't take into account that they make the choice.
Sometimes we end up though, you know, a lot of us settle. A lot of us, because we so long chose the one that we didn't really want, then we end up choosing them in the end because we look around, 35, almost 40, and you go.
That's your fault.
I gotta go.
That is your fault.
Someone's calling my phone.
That is your fault because instead of, you said that they'll just go ahead and continue, just choose somebody and settle, but they never choose to change themselves.
Because they'll stay the same, right?
So instead of settling for, I guess I'm going to have to do this, why don't you look within and say, something ain't right with me. I'm off because I keep getting the same result.
So work on yourself.
Work on you and why you keep entertaining the same kind of men, because it's never what you attract, it's what you choose to entertain.
Being disagreeable, defensive, argumentative about everything. Always finding something to nitpick about. The only reason why any man deals with modern women are their looks, and that's all. That's the only thing they have to offer, along with a used box. And that's why the wall is so devastating for most females in the West, because it takes away their easy mode cheat code. The Decepticons are truly bad people. Forget the fact that they have personalities of a blow-up doll. They're compulsive liars, thieves, backstabbers, opportunists. Like, if they're in a long term and a better man comes along, they'll definitely try to jump ship or at least try to cheat with him. And the list goes on. That's why men as a whole have gone MGTOW.
It's a triggering word because a lot of times submissive be coming from jokers that don't have what it takes for somebody to be submissive to them. So it's like,
what does it take?
Talking. Because here's the thing. When we are in the presence of a man that makes us feel safe, feel seen, feel heard and protected, we naturally acquiesce. You don't have to ask for it. Any man that asks for why aren't women submissive and he has these conversations all the time, you ain't him.
It's you. Yeah.
You just ain't him. You don't have to have conversations with us.
Looking for perfection. If you mean anything about doing something kind for the man they chose, it's the what is he going to do for me? And the list goes on. They want a mythical alpha, like the 1% of the 1% of all men. And only 8s, 9s, and 10s virgin homemakers who love to cook and clean deserve that man. In the Middle East, that super high value handsome man is married to several women at once who were virgins when they married him. And just try to talk to these bedwenches. Many will send you their Cash App info as if they're a CEO of a top company making headline news breaking decisions.
Ladies, if you invited a man over or if he invited you over for Thanksgiving today with amongst his family or yours, 3 things. Number 1, make that man's plate. Okay. Number 2, bring something like a wine or a dessert. And number 3, offer to help clean up, especially if his mama or his sisters are in the kitchen. Happy Thanksgiving.
Back to the article. Now this doesn't excuse men's behavior. A lot of men think they are high earning. It makes them a high value man. Not. This is where this dating coach is wrong. Unless if the men are drug dealers or some other type of criminal, they are high value men if they earn at least 6 figures. She's just mad because they act accordingly and treat these low value women how they should be treated. These men aren't going to treat these thoughts like a virgin 10. And they're allowed to pump and dump these bedwenches because many of these females agree to getting banged out on the first night. Most of them have been flown out on the 304 Express just for a one-night stand with an entertainer or athlete. This goes to show even this dating coach is bitter to a degree because she too was once used by several men. The conclusion of the post. I have just made my contribution and impact in this area for decades to come. I have over 50 courses that women who may need help in this area. The courses aren't going to turn an HOE into housewives. That would be a miracle. She's just making money off of desperate women who are looking for a lottery ticket and will fake it to make it, as in get married or pop out a kid for a 304 retirement plan. Then she finally says, a wise woman knows how to exit on a high note. Spoiler alert, a wise woman would have been married by now to a high value man and have kids and not be on social media. Let's read the comments and let's see what the followers think. A black man comments, I don't blame you, MSA Pearl Mason. Now everyone can see us black men weren't lying. The black community in America were the first to be infected by feminism, and it's made black areas in America unlivable, because literally kids are having kids. But what black women don't realize about black men now is that they don't have to pick a black woman. They can choose any race. So these black women aren't just competing with each other, but with the rest of the women out there for these top 10% men. A female co-signs her comment. All of this, even though I hate to see her move on, she's telling the truth. MGTOW is vindicated again, even by women who will call us incels and every other name to shame us. It's the most devastating when modern women themselves admit these truths because our naysayers can't discredit them. But just because this dating coach is telling the truth doesn't mean she's that much better. If you look at her profile, I guess is a single mom and maybe married. Because it states she's an empty nester exploring the pleasures of life. Some older posts have her wearing a ring. Then others, no ring. The main point is that she doesn't look like she's married by her revealing photos on Instagram, which no matter how much she claims they're artistic, it's showing her goods to the world. The DMs are for sure open. Like she has several posts with the rapper Rick Ross. Now I'm not insinuating anything with her, but whenever a female takes a photo with a famous person in a private location or any part of a hotel, chances are the dude hit it. He checks the major boxes.
Hello, darlings. It's April Mason here, your favorite feminine lifestyle strategist. I'm here to help you to become a feminine CEO, and the information that we're getting here. You see all this right here? You see all this chat? All right, everybody. He done blessed us today. Don't give a smile. Blazers tomorrow. That's what happens when you get around the feminine energy, honey. That's how it makes men act.
Yeah, he probably smashed. In conclusion, females in the West are single because they take dating advice from other single females. The end. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.